You know, some say that good things comes in small packages. Well, I got this package from Volvo Cars. It was about a year ago. And let's see if good things do really come in small packages. Let's open it up. Let's see. And you can decide for yourself. Da-da-da. So, is it correct? Does good things come in small packages? Let's see for yourself, or make up your verdict. What do you think? Is it correct? Does good things come in small packages? Well, this is Volvo's latest and greatest. Their smallest car yet. The Volvo EX30. I actually picked up this press car yesterday. It's kind of small, but it is quite an appealing package. But let's see if we can enlarge it ever so slightly. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Volvo Christian, and welcome to another video starring Volvo's EX30. But let's now try to enhance it. And just like that, we got a full-scale EX30 with us here today. Never mind the color change from the cloudy blue until the crystal white. We're back here at a place called Solbergfossen Hydroplant. If I manage to close this box again, that would be pretty great. And put it safely inside the car. This is my own EX30 model car. But we're back here at Solbergfossen power plant. As now as the sky is opening up and the sun appears. We're back here with the crystal white EX30. Back here at Solbergfossen Hydroplant. It's actually been a while since I featured the EX30 here on my channel. We actually have to rewind 2 months. And it was actually recorded just over here at Solbergfossen Hydroplant. I made my good, bad and ugly after 4,000 kilometers in the EX30. Last time I featured the Thunder Grey single motor extended range and also a Moss Yellow twin performance. And now, maybe the best color in my opinion, because after 1 week with the Moss Yellow, it was kind of too extreme for me. I didn't have the yellow confidence in that yellow shade enough to pull it off. So I made up my mind that I think crystal white are the best one. And now finally we have it here. Crystal white EX30. It looks so darn good with the black and white elements here. With the black roofline, black window mirror caps, black alloys, black cladding along the side. I think this is a winning recipe. Crystal white for the EX30. I think crystal white looks pretty wicked also on the C40 and EC40 with the black and white. And today I've also managed to have a matching outfit. I've probably been watching too many Autogrill videos with Thomas. He's always on point with his outfit. But today I also managed. We go in black and white today. But why do I have the EX30 with me here today? That's something I want to talk about in this video. I got a couple of reasons and I really hope you will enjoy this video. So let's kick it off with the first reason why we have the EX30 with us here today. I got 3 reasons why I wanted to test this car again. I picked it up yesterday. It's a press car from Volvo Car Norway. Today is Tuesday the 11th of June. I'm going to have it until Sunday. And as I said, 3 reasons. First reason are that on Thursday I'm actually traveling with Volvo Car Norway to visit Volvo Car Sweden and have a behind the scene event. Super stoked for that event. I'm going to quickly walk you through what the event contains. Let's see, you have to find a mail correspondence. There we have it. As I said, we're starting on Thursday, but I'm actually traveling down tomorrow. We're going to meet up in Landvetter Airport, just outside of Gothenburg. Presentation and simple serving in a Volvo lounge. I'm going to overlay a picture, but the text is in Norwegian, so yeah, I will just read it for you. At 12:30, test driving of the EX30 and the EC40 from this airport until Hotel Gothia Towers in Gothenburg downtown. Arriving there for lunch in the Volvo landscape, and then the fun part. Test driving of the Model 25 lineup. We're going to have the V60, the V90, the XC60, the XC90, the EX40, the EC40, and also the EX30. The whole Volvo lineup. Sadly, we are missing the wheel cherries, the S90 and the S60. Yeah, it's the end of the line for those two. But at least we have the wagons and the SUVs and also the electric versions of So that is test driving Model 25. And then we're going to meet up again in the Volvo landscape for transportation to World of Volvo. First time visiting World of Volvo. Finally, I can visit. I've been super intrigued and excited to visit that museum for all that. It's not actually a museum any longer. It's the World of Volvo. But they have many cool cars on display. And recently I've seen an EX90 with running boards and a roof box that I want to take a look at. But they also have a bunch of other cars on display at World of Volvo. Let's see what happened here. So that is that is Thursday. We are going to have dinner and a guided tour at World of Volvo. And then Friday morning, transportation to Volvo Cars Torslanda, the home of Volvo, the inner heart, the factory areas. I've been there a bunch of different times, probably like 20 times or 30 times. I've also taken a bunch of factory blue trains, and also driving on their test track. Yeah, I've been there a lot. So now we're going to visit Volvo Cars Torslanda again. Then at 9 o'clock we're actually going to visit something called Battery Lab. Super exciting or intrigued to visit that. I've never been there. Let's see what they present. And then later on, wind tunnel before lunch, and then we have dynamic driving simulator enabling labs experience. Not sure what that is about, but probably cool. And then at 2 o'clock, safety presentation at Brand Experience Center. And I've actually been there 2 times. Super cool center to visit. And then it's transportation back to Landvetter and then return in your own car. So that is the main reason why I wanted to take the EX30 with me. Take the latest and greatest and down to behind the scene at Volvo Cars. That is one of the main reasons at least. And then we have reason number 2. As I started this video, I said it was 2 months since I made my good, bad and ugly just over here after 4,000 kilometers in the EX30. And honestly, for me, the EX30 are a mixed bag of emotions. Some things I really love. I really love the exterior design and the driving dynamics. It's such a blast and pleasure to drive. But then it's also a hate object. And this is just personal for me. Maybe these elements that I'm going to slightly talk about now, you won't be bothered by. But you have to test drive it yourself. And sometimes I'm reading comments, people complaining about the EX30 on elements that I just think, why are this a problem? But we are all different. My problem doesn't have to be your problem doesn't have to be mine. We all have things we appreciate and dislike with cars. But one of the things I'm struggling with the EX30 are the infotainment and how you interact with it. Just a simple thing as changing your lights to high beam could really piss me off. I have to take an anger management course every time I'm test driving a EX30 because it's so frustrating. Because the car are so darn good. So darn good. And the package it delivers is really appealing. But then changing your lights. Because yesterday when I picked it up, I went straight to work. I worked to 11 o'clock at night. Then I was driving home, it was dark. I was driving on a country road and I wanted to activate my high beam. My light setting was in the automatic position, but I wanted to have high beam. We had street lights, but I wanted more. And with every other Volvo, it's just a matter of twisting the wheel and then activating your high beam. But no, that is not good enough anymore. You have to press the center screen 4 times. First the car icon, and then the light icon, and then change to your regular lights. And then you really enough have to confirm it on the steering wheel. So 1, 2, 3, 4 before you can activate your high beam. That is nothing else than freaking annoying. Who the heck think this is good enough? I fucking hate that shit. Why do you have to use 5 things to just turn on your high beam lights? Oh, the frustration are just killing me. Because the car is great, but how you interact with the screen, just so annoying. I still wish it had a driver display. But the interaction, and if we compare it against the Tesla Model 3, the Highland thing, they removed the stalks. And now you have your gear indicator on your center screen. You have to slide there. Honestly, I think that was a better solution. I wish actually Volvo removed the gear stalk into the screen and then changed over all your your wipers on your right side and then all your lights on your left stalk. So you can have both your indicators on your high beam, low beam with the twist wheel that we had before. And then you had your wipers on the other hand and your gear selector on the screen, because every time you want to change your gear, you either way stand still. So the interaction with the infotainment, that is the thing that pisses me off the most. It is really a love-hate product. I want to love it, but I also kind of hate it. But yeah, so my point was, that was the verdict I made 2 months ago, and also the feeling I got yesterday. But I want to check, have I changed my mind about something? I want to give it a new go now in summer temperature, so we can see how it turns out, to see if I had changed my mind and if I love it enough to actually order one myself, and maybe the upcoming EX30 cross country, if we will see it this year or maybe next year. Things takes time with Volvo. So that was the reason number 2. But then I will end with reason number 3, and that is actually quite amusing. So and then we come to the last point, to why I wanted to feature the EX30 here on my YouTube channel once again, and to have this press car. Because this little thing has done something quite astonishing. It is actually quite impressive. I was kind of anticipating it would reach high, but not this high. So it's actually quite impressive. It's so impressive that I have to give it the slow clap. Because this EX30 has done something that we have to rewind maybe 2 years before another Volvo did the same. And that is to reach the top of the list in sales statistics or deliveries to customers. We have a registration list, what cars are registered are sold the most in each year or delivered to customers. And actually in April and in May, the EX30 has been number 1. Number 1 on the list. That is actually quite impressive. But then again, it is also quite an appealing package. We have the Volvo name with the history and the legacy, and you feel safe instantly. It's a safe brand, loyal customer group, and Volvo always has a loyal fan base. And then exterior wise, appealing package, long range, this extended range, so good range. You can get all-wheel drive, you can get a tow bar and pull up to 1,600 kilo, and the price are intriguing. It starts really low, but it has crushed the competition. We're talking competitors such as Volkswagen ID.3, but most importantly, the brand from across the sea, the USA, the brand that has prices going like this. 1 week is like this, and then next week we're dropping at 50,000, removing stocks, trying to make a new wheel. Yeah, obviously I'm talking about Tesla. Volvo EX30 crushed Tesla on the sales statistics. That is just amusement, really fun. I'm not a huge fan of that other brand, so it's pretty cool to have a Volvo on top, kicking that something out of the list. This is number 1, and I can overlay a picture. I took a screenshot a couple of days ago when I wanted to prepare this. Let's see, we will do the list for April, because Volvo started to deliver the EX30 in January, maybe late January, and then it just skyrocketed afterwards. In April, they delivered 1,199 examples. Volkswagen ID4, 986, ID3, 749. And then number 4 on the list, Tesla Model Y, 701. Yeah, that is fun. And then in May, they delivered 791, and the next on the list 741, and then Tesla on 699. So 2 months in a row, the EX30 are on top of the list. Norway's most popular car in terms of registrations. Let's see if they can pull it off in June. 3 months in a row. That would be pretty wicked. And as long as it's higher than the other one, I'm smiling because yeah. But it's an appealing package. We have a low starting price. But the interesting here in Norway, even this one, this is the single motor extended range, but it is finished off in the ultra spec. So the price gets quickly high. This is like 480,000 kroners. If you add like 30,000, then you can get the all-wheel drive option, the twin performance, bumping the power from 272 up to 428, but same battery. But it's quite interesting because Volvo have said themselves that most of the customers are going for high-spec cars. So we're talking ultra spec. I've talked to a bunch of people that has purchased this combination here, the single motor extended range, like a car number 2, city driving, just locally. But it's quite interesting that most of the customers are going for high-spec versions. So they don't go for the entry version at 420. They like 450. Did I say 4? Yeah. The starting price at 320. But they are not going for that one. They are going for like 450 and up. That is actually quite interesting that even if you have a low starting price to draw in customers, when they are actually ordering it themselves, they are on the high 400s. I think the sweet spot are actually single motor extended range in the plus version, like financially speaking. But if I was to order myself, I would go the full enchilada. Just give me the twin in the ultra spec in crystal white. Yeah. But it's actually quite amazing. So that was my 3 reasons. Tour to visit Volvo Car Sweden. A little, let's see, a second go to see if it still is more hate than love. And then lastly, it is Norway's most popular car. And that is fun. So I think it's time to wrap up this video here at Solbergfossen. It's getting really hot with the sun poking out between the skies. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Tomorrow I will be heading towards Gothenburg, do a range test, highway range test. And then on Thursday and Friday it is the Volvo event. Sadly, there is a photo restriction on everything that happens in Torslanda. So I'm not sure how much I can share. But I hope I will see the new ES90 and hopefully also a couple of EX90s. And maybe, if they are kind to us, show us the EX60. I know people have been looking at it recently. But yeah, if I get the chance to see it, I will probably not be able to show any pictures of it. I just have to make up some signs to see, yes, I've seen it, and it's freaking amazing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really stoked for that behind the scene event, and I'm gonna take the EX30 with me. So with that, it's time to wrap up this video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, I appreciate every like, every comment, and for new viewers, if you will consider subscribing to my channel. That really means a lot. And if you have an XC30 yourself, drop a comment down below. What do you think? How far have you driven? What spec did you go for? And maybe most importantly, knowing what you know today, would you order one again? Would you buy a new one? Are you pleased with your purchase decision? Because I have a long time been considering the EX30 cross country. But that has been delayed and delayed, and it's been quiet for, yeah, it's been quiet actually since the last time I saw it down in Gothenburg. So I'm not sure if that will come this year or next year, or if it will come at all. But I would love to hear what you think as EX30 owners. Are you pleased or are you not pleased? But that's it for this video here from Solbergfossen Hydroplant. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye bye.